Today I'm letting my inner goth slash emo side of me come out today, and she is ready. She is happy to come out. Hey guys, what is up? So I know it's been quite some time since my last video. I apologize for that. Like I said in the past, and if you follow me on my social medias, I'm working at a school, so frankly videos are going to be here and there, and yes, here's a video here and there. So as you can tell, I have a background. Yes, I'm slowly getting my butt in gear in this awesome room, which I still need a lot of work to do in, but this is kind of like my video editing station slash art studio. So yes, I set up this nice background for me. So it's a start. It is a start. So give me some credit. Anyway, so hi! If you guys haven't checked out my last video, I think you should go check it out. It's when I went to Seattle to see BVB Bride's Resurrection Tour perform, and in that video, towards the end, I mentioned that I was playing around with the idea, or most likely got inspired. Telling you guys how, I guess, my story of how I got into BVB Brides, why I love them, and why I'm still a fan of them today. So as you can tell, I dressed up, did my makeup, and did my hair, and got my clothing on. So yeah, here is my BVB Bride story. How did I discover them? Okay, so how did I discover them? It's actually kind of, it's a story in itself. Growing up, I did not listen to rock, like, at all. Like, no rock. Like, I knew, like, the classic rock, but didn't know, like, the heavy, cold, screamo heavy metal rock. Like, I did not listen to it. I was more into, like, pop and R&B type style. I did see a photo of, like, BVB Brides when they were just starting. Like, they were just starting. I think the photo that I saw was this one. That was the photo that I saw. Andy is just like Andy with his makeup, and he's so young back then. Like, wow, I just can't believe how young he looking now compared to today. I mean, he's still fucking gorgeous, but still. And that photo, I think I saw around my last year of middle school, which was like 8th grade. My freshman year of high school is when I met a guy, and that guy happened to be one of my ex-boyfriends, and he introduced me to BVB Brides. He was always trying to get me into, like, listen to any rock and stuff, because I told him from the start I don't listen to rock, and he was such a hardcore rock fan. Like, he listens to Aspen Alexandria, Escape the Fate, BVB Brides obviously, Papa Roach, Avenged Sevenfold, and so on, and just go on. And so he tried to, like, just shove rock down my throat, basically. And so one day on social media, on my Facebook, he posted the Knives and Pen video of BVB Brides, and I'm like, okay, I might as well give this a shot. And so I clicked it and I watched it, and towards the end, I was hooked. I was just like, oh my god. Like, cause at that time when that video came out, I was going through the same thing. Like, I went through a goth stage, I went through a skater stage, and so, like, I would wear all black, makeup, hair, and, like, everything. If you guys don't believe me, I made a video of my high school goth look over here, so go check that out too. So yeah, and so when I watched that video, obviously I was very attracted to Andy, and I actually like it. I could understand what they were saying, except for some of the parts, but most parts I could understand the lyrics. I relate to the lyrics a lot, and the whole aesthetic pleasing of their look was obviously inspired by Kiss and Motley Crue, which I did not mind at all. And so I was hooked from then on, and then since that day, I was a fan. And that was when they were beginning to start. Like, they haven't even put out their first album or anything, and I followed them through all social medias that I could. MySpace was still around, so yes, I followed them on MySpace, and I was addicted. So time passed, and then the first album came out, We Stitched These Wounds, and obviously I got it. I think I even got it at Hot Topic, I'm not 100% sure, but I know I got it because I was addicted, I was a fan, and so once I basically listened to the whole album, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Their Perfect Weapon video came out, watched it, fangirling again, and then as time passed again, I'll try to find the footage. There you go. I saw they were touring, and they happened to stop by in Texas back where I was, and it was crazy because where I live back in Texas, it's like no one barely, like no big bands barely like stop there. But then again, I guess they were starting off, and so they came there, and I literally freaked out. Like I freaked out, as you saw. I freaked out. I literally begged my dad to like, can I go? And this is when tickets were only $10. $10 to go to a Black Veil Brides concert, just saying. And so I went. That was my very first rock concert I ever went to, and there's I think a 3-part video that I made, so I'll put it right here for you guys to see. There's a 3-part video, part 1, part 2, part 3. Basically, throughout the whole video, I'm screaming my head off, but that's when they were first starting, their first album came out, formed, and you know what, I'm shooting myself, and I will always regret this no matter what. But towards the end of that concert, you know, it's a concert, it's loud. I did not hear him clearly, but Andy did say, we will be in the back doing autographs. I did not even hear that, and so I was thinking like, oh, they're not gonna do autographs. And so I practically left until I rewatched that clip that I filmed and heard it, and I'm like, oh my god, they were doing autographs. And I was just so pissed. I'm like, damn it! And so, yeah. So my fandom of Black Veil Brides continue on throughout my high school years, and it just grew from there. Like I bought t-shirts. Like this is the very first Black Veil Brides t-shirt, I believe, that came out in Hot Topic. And it's basically Andy 6, as you can see. And I bought it within a heartbeat. And then again, throughout my high school years, they continue to bring out more merch, and new albums were coming out, magazines were coming out, and obviously I wanted everything, but I could not get everything. But I am so happy I did purchase a lot of shirts. I think in total I have like 12, maybe 11 shirts now, and some of them I barely even wear. But I have I did have 3 shirts originally, but one of them got stolen by one of my ex-boyfriends, and I'm fucking pissed still. But anyway, I do have a lot of shirts, and these shirts now you can't even find anymore. Like they don't make them anymore. So I have 2 shirts of pretty much the original beginning, like when they started out. Like this, obviously, as We Stitch These Wounds, I mean, this is when their first album came out. This is when they had Sandra. Sandra was still in the picture, okay? That's Sandra before CC came in. That is Sandra right there. Same with this one. This is another old one. Again, Sandra's right there. So these are very old t-shirts, and I still have them, and I don't know what to do with them exactly. Sometimes I do wear them, but I don't want to cut them up like into workout clothes, and I don't want to like cut this design out for a pillowcase. I have thought about making all my t-shirts into a blanket, but I don't know yet, so we'll see. But yeah, and the very first like Black Veil Brides poster I got was at that first concert I went to. Here it is. I don't have it up because it is pretty old. But again, this was their photo. This is this is the first poster that I got. But when that concert came to Texas, Sandra was no longer in the photo, which made me sad because I kind of liked her as, you know, obviously a female drummer. So CC was in the photo. So CC got introduced to me, so there's CC. But this is the poster that I got there, and I was introduced to the poster. Like I literally put this poster somewhere where I could see it every day in my room. It was ridiculous. I was such a fangirl, like, oh my god. Still a fan throughout high school. High school ended, and then college. So college became still a fan. Introduced people like, yes, my name is Ruth, but I have a little dark side, and like I'm a big fan of Black Veil Brides. And been around, so then around my sophomore year of college, Black Veil Brides came in Washington, where the town I was living, and I again freaked out because like, oh my god, and I believe then it was We Stitch These Wounds, We Set the World on Fire, and Wretched and Divine. I think those were the only albums out, so when they came to Washington, those only 3 albums were out. Again, it was amazing. Again, I have a video that I recorded of that day. It was worth waiting in line for 6 hours. I lost my voice. Worth it. And I even got, I think it was Jink's guitar pick, so amazingly awesome. The concert was awesome. So that was the second concert I went to. Oh, my senior year of high school, when that ended, when my senior year ended, Warped Tour came around. Blackbird Brides was performing in Warped Tour, and I went with one of my closest friends. And again, I made a video of that here, and Warped Tour was amazing. We watched other bands. Of course, I was mostly there for Blackbird Brides. So again, I went there, saw them again, and screamed again. I got a Blackbird Brides water bottle, which I still have, but I don't use it anymore because it's kind of broken, but I still have it. Yeah, I have a problem, so. But unfortunately, they weren't doing autographs because I remember going to the tent hoping, oh my god, please give me a time, please. And literally, when I went to the tent for Blackbird Brides, there was a whiteboard that said, no autographs today, sad face. I'm like, really? So again, I missed an opportunity for an autograph there too. On my 21st birthday, I think that was my junior year of college, I made a video here that I got finally my tattoo. At my senior year of high school, I made a promise to myself because at the time my parents would not let me get a tattoo, let alone pay for it. So I made a promise to myself saying that when I was 16 years old, that when I'm turned 21, I'm going to get a tattoo of Blackbird Brides. And that's exactly what happened. On my birthday month, I went into a tattoo parlor and got a tattoo of the Blackbird Brides logo. Some lyrics from the song I Lost It All. It says, "We all fall down sometimes." That song that they did from Wretched and Divine, Lost It All, is ultimately my favorite song because I relate to it so much. And it's true, we fall down sometimes, and throughout an interview, Andy said, like, it's okay to stay down. You don't have to get up and be happy. You can cry, you can let those emotions out. And when I first heard that song, I cried because I related it to so much, and it is ultimately my favorite song out of even, I love their new album, don't get me wrong, but Lost It All is still my favorite song, and hence why I got this. So, college ended, I graduated, still a fan of Blackbird Brides, but I kind of toned it down a lot because, you know, growing up, I'm now 23 years old, first of all, so I'm old, kidding, but, so yeah, and then obviously as you saw in the other video, I went to another concert up in Seattle. I got VIP tickets to go and see them, hence this, okay? VIP tickets to go and meet and greet and take a photo with them. I remember that day so well. Like, I went to the venue, I was freaking out, trying to keep my calm because, like, I'm not 16 anymore, but my 16-year-old inside me is freaking out, so it was amazing. Like, we went in, we lined up, they came out, I fangirl, I completely froze again. Instead of going up to them and giving, I wish I could give them hugs, but I understand why, but still. Took a photo with them, so here's the photo if you guys haven't seen it already. And then enjoyed the concert. But that concert in particular was just so special, and it made my day. Because, as I said, Lost It All is my favorite song. And I know it's a slow song, typically rock bands don't play them, but it still gets to me when I think about it and talk about it in detail. They played Lost It All in that concert, and once I heard the beginning of the song, I knew, and I was freaking out, and I was crying. Because that is my favorite song, and I relate to it so much. And once they played it, it was like, oh my, I can't even explain. I've been through so much growing up that no one should ever go through. And I'm still here, and I'm happy that I'm still here. And that song, when they played it, was like perfect timing because I went through so much during that time before the concert. And when they played that song, every emotion came out, and I was happy. I was crying. I was singing along. Like, it was amazing. And I never thought in a million years I would ever, in person, at a concert, up front, hear them play that song live. And it happened. So, yes. I know this video is like, here, but I will always be a Blackbird Brides fan. I mean, obviously I'm not getting any younger, and I know there'll still be tours, and I don't know, hopefully there'll be another tour where I'll get VIP tickets and actually shake each hand and tell them how much I love them and how much I'm grateful for their music. But I will always be a Black Veil Brides fan by heart. And I do not regret getting this tattoo. I do not. I love this tattoo. I never regretted it and probably will never will. And yeah. And I know that, I don't know how long they're going to last as a band, but I hope it's long because they are so awesome. And I know a lot of fans do this, but I'm gonna do it. So Black Veil Brides, if you ever come across this, I just want to say that my name is Ruth. I am 23 years old. I am a teacher who teaches art, but I am a fan of you guys. I love you guys. I love your music. I'm so grateful for each work you put into your music. I have been through so much growing up, and your music gave me hope and strength. And I just want to say thank you. And hopefully, when you guys having tour again, I will get tickets to see you again and tell you this, because I want you to know that, and also to show you that not all your fan base are 16 and 15-year-olds anymore. You still have old fans like me. So thank you so much. Thank you just for everything, and I will still continue to listen to your music and support you guys in any way that I can, so thank you. Alright guys, so on that, I know I'm going to try my best to cut this video short because I know my story is long, but that is basically my story of Black Veil Brides, and I will always be a fan of them, always, and yeah. So, I hope you guys like this video. I know it's a bit different, but I guys hope you like this. I am planning to work on new videos, especially makeup tutorials and face paint, because I know you guys like them, and it's been a while, I kind of missed that. Putting on this makeup, I missed the feeling of it, so. Anyways, so please subscribe to my channel, go like this video. If you want to follow me on my social media, my Facebook and Instagram is down below. I do post there often, so come follow me. And yeah, see you guys later. Alright? Bye! One more thing. I finally got a Black Veil Brides bow. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find these anymore? They used to sell them at Hot Topic. They don't anymore. I'm proud of this. I'm never giving this. I'm never losing this. So, sorry. Okay, I'm leaving.